for the Bills since 1973. We are at Bills Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. And we are underway in Buffalo. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parsons. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They go play fake. Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now here's Mahomes. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's Mixon on the counter and fights through one man. And he's got some space here. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Gano the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Second down at 4. Now it's Mahomes again. Caught left side. It's Beckham. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now Allen. This goes out wide for Mixon. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
95 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
7-7, our score after 1. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Mixon with a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Detroit. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He completes it to Beckham. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike, check, 59. Here we go. Watch out. Check nickel.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. 15. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm coming for you.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A handoff, running left, Mixon. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Damon Arnett picking it off.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Mixon with a first down carry. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mixon on the toss right. 130 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Lions add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. At their own 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big gain there for the Bills. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. It's a gain of 16 yards. Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They toss to Mixon. Dropped at the 35, so able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look, 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Allen. Here's Johnson with a reception. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, Mixon, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Back to Mixon on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Oh, he bowls over him. Just bowling over tacklers and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
167 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll run on first down. Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run the counter. Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. On play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Miles Jack working free that time to take him down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
Mahomes now to throw.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play here for Buffalo.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw pulled in by Hopkins.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Oh, he made a big deal about catch number 1,000, as we should. Now he's at 1,001, so he's building towards 2,000, Charles.
I like your optimism, and I love your math. Let's go ahead and get the next 1,000, and he started on it already.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Hunt going to run for it. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen dumps it off to Mixon. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would.
And got his man complete. 30. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Amari Cooper. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. I mean, he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, and even better run for big yardage.
Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right there. 54, Mike.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
59 Mike. Check. Hey, 15.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Parsons. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They go play fake. Mahomes. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
I'm here all day. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yellow. What's the ball? Boys, you got this. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills cut into that lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Hunt going to run for it. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for two is denied. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Complete. It's Johnson. And some space here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On first down, Mixon looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
The Lions on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
This is taken at the 18. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got a man. That's Marshall. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. 174 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Flush to his right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! That's caught. Terrace Marshall, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
43.
Mahomes will throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. That's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
2nd and 8 coming up. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Shedding the tackle. Mixon with a first down and more. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 27-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12.